Steady! Get careful! Slowly! We're gonna move it loud!
This is Sam Huffy. Sam was asleep in this little house over there when he heard the car hit the guardrail.
Sam, did you see this car hit the ice?
No, I saw it when it went under the ice.
See anybody climb out?
No one ever climbs out of that river. Not this time of the year.
Excuse me, could you step aside, please?
Miss, you're gonna have to come with us.
I can't believe this has happened.
I'm sorry, ladies. I can set it down over here.
Come on.
Why don't you have a seat over here?
Okay.
Miss,
All right, ready?
you called him Lewis. Can you tell us his full name? Lewis Brady.
Can you do up that stop?
How close were you?
We lived together in the apartment upstairs.
What's your name?
Christine Thorpe.
And where were you when this happened, Christine?
I was upstairs. Oh, Lewis.
It's okay. Well, maybe he had a heart attack and couldn't stop even if he wanted to.
What makes you so sure he's a guy?
Well, there you go right here. Because no self-respecting woman would have one of these.
Nice work. Want to take a crack at his age?
His age.
Yeah. Come on, dazzle me with your intuitive magic.
Well, by the year and make of the car, sporty but not too sporty, yet conservative, I'd say about 40, 45. Or 38. His name's Thomas Litchfield. Divorced, no children. He's a stockbroker.
How'd you get that information?
Around the license plate.
Well, just because he owns a car doesn't mean he was the one who put it in the drink.
Oh, so what? You think the butler did it?
No skid marks, no body.
No open and shut case.
Run with it, Waylon. I'll see you a bit later.
Pardon me, excuse me. Officer Alicia Cameron, USC News. Is it true that this apartment? Excuse me.
You heard the officer. She said stay back.
Can you tell us whether or not this is a race-related killing?
There's no comment at this time. Please get back. Get the camera out of here.
Excuse me, what is your relationship with the deceased?
Don't answer.
He was my boyfriend.
Move back.
No, go on. Don't be afraid to tell us what happened. Now who wrote all this stuff on the walls?
It's Terry Boylan.
Who's Terry Boylan?
Please, come on, you guys. Camera out of here.
Skinhead who lives upstairs. He's been after Lewis ever since he moved in here. And if you'd done something about it sooner...
Are you the superintendent here?
Lewis wouldn't be dead right now.
What apartment is Terry Boyland in?
403.
403?
So what did the paramedics say?
Some kind of heavy object to the back of the skull. You can't tell whether he died from that or from the fall down the stairs.
If he's as crazy as what I'm reading on the wall.
Yeah.
Police, anybody home?
Cover me. Stay where you're at.
I was just opening the window. Getting a little air.
Put that down. Now.
Easy, relax.
Get your hands up, step forward, and turn around. Hands behind your head. Are you Terry Boyland?
Yes, I am.
Well, we'd like you to come downstairs with us.
Am I under arrest?
Get your hands behind your head.
No, you're not under arrest. We just want to ask a few questions.
Well, put the guns away, all right?
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm going to check it out.
All right. Turn around slow. That's it. Okay, come on.
I got him.
Go! Hey! Hold it! Police! Out of the way!
Get down! Get down!
You got him?
Now stay down! Now you work to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney.
You see, I got plenty of time, Terry. I also got a previous incident where you assaulted Louis Brady. I got witnesses. I got his girlfriend, who swears that she heard you threaten him and harass him even after a restraining order was issued.
His girlfriend, huh? You must be sweet on that brown meat. I notice you've got one of them working for you here. I wouldn't be able to stomach it much myself. But hey, more power to you. She's back there right now, isn't she? You know, it's kind of a turn on. As long as we don't get the wrong side of the cage mixed up.
Where were you this afternoon at 4 p.m.?
In my room.
With who? You got any witnesses?
Sure, I got witnesses. A couple of my buddies were in there with me.
Buddies? Well, what were you and your buddies doing in your room?
Studying the Bible. We sort of meet informally a couple times a week.
Sure you do.
You making fun of my religious beliefs?
Oh, absolutely not, Terry. Let me ask you a question, Terry. If you and your friends were in your room, how come they weren't there when you got arrested?
They took off down the back when the cops came.
Why would they do that?
Well, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not implying a department-wide conspiracy or anything like that. But your Afro-American cops been coming down pretty hard on me and my friends lately.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. Look, you've got nothing that links me to any killing. Louis Brady was so damn cocky looking, he probably fell down those stairs and broke his own neck. So, why don't you do a white man a favor? This ain't going nowhere.
You see, Terry, you ain't going nowhere. Because you assaulted 2 police officers. But I tell you what, I'm gonna do you a favor, all right? I'm gonna give you this, and I want you to call a lawyer. A woman with a real sympathetic ear. This guy's a real beaut, huh?
ignorance at its best. I say let's lock his ass up and throw away the key.
Not yet. This guy's way too dangerous. We're gonna get him, though. We just gotta make sure we do a good, strong case.
I'm looking for Sam Huffy. Thank you. Sam?
Red? Oh, leave me alone.
I'm not here as a cop. I came to see how you were doing. Sam, what's wrong?
I lost my best friend. That's what's wrong. I lost Red.
Tell me about him. When did he disappear?
I don't know when he disappeared. That was probably last night sometime. No. You see, the White Queen is gone. That was Red's lucky piece. He always carried it with him between games. Now, we were supposed to play tonight, and he hasn't missed a game for 3 years.
How about you let me help you find him?
No, you're not gonna find him. No, the river got him. Leave me alone.
Hi. Can I help you with something? Yeah, I just want to talk to you for a minute. You know, what you did today was really amazing. You risked your life arresting that guy. You're an inspiration, Lynn. May I, talk?
You are talking.
Look, I'm doing a new series, and I'd like to include you.
I'm no hero.
Yeah.
Is Cody going to will? This is just me.
I'll try to locate him again.
Look at him. You know how much he hates us?
Did you and Lewis ever talk about moving when Boylan started targeting him?
We were gonna move as soon as Lewis finished law school. Until Boylan moved in, there was never any problems. Lewis said Boylan was all talk, that he'd never really do anything. But Lewis was stubborn in his own way. He said that if we moved, then Boylan would win. And he didn't think that was right. I gave him this watch last Christmas. He wanted a really nice one when he started to interview with law firms. I haven't even finished paying it all.
You don't have to say anything. I see you two are going to take a trip.
Paris. Celebrate his graduation from law school. we really couldn't afford it, but he worked so hard, and Louis wasn't much good at keeping a secret. I think he was waiting to actually propose to me in Paris. I gotta go.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. I understand you asked Fire and Rescue to double up on their efforts at the river. Why'd you do that?
Because I think there might be 2 bodies in there.
Why's that?
Well, Sam, the homeless guy we interviewed, his buddy Red is missing.
Red.
Now, I know there's no connection to Litchfield, but I don't think we should underestimate him. Guess what I found out about him?
He's a Republican?
No, he's being investigated by the IRS.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would lend credence to his suicide theory.
Maybe, but if you were a big bond trader like Litchfield and had something to hide and were being investigated by the IRS, what would you do?
I don't know. But if I was the officer in charge, I'd keep snooping around.
Responding to possible breaker entry. Suspect Terry Boylan's apartment. Confirming there's 2 white males inside, ages 22 to 23.
Officer 21, backup on its way.
Haven't we been down this road before?
Yes, before we had 1 for it, now we may have 3.
Okay, go.
Better wait for backup. Okay, but I want to get a level view of the apartment. I don't want any surprises. Hold it right there! Hold it! You alright? Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
What's the situation?
2 of Boylan's friends. They were carrying a box of automatic weapons out of his apartment.
Nobody fires this to get a clean shot at him.
Springer, anything outside that door is a clear shot.
Jaworski, I want you to go downstairs.
Right. Cover me.
You know what apartment they're in?
Yeah, and then what?
Go!
Okay, get the tear gas rifle. I want you to blow one right through the window. Push it back towards us.
With pleasure.
You 2 stay here, you come with me.
You okay?
I'm doing just fine.
603,
You hearing the rifle fire yet?
No, just pistols, but they could be loading up right now.
Okay, I want to end this thing before they move into the bigger guns.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 220, go ahead.
Cover me.
You got it. Stand by. Jaworski, now! Go.
Right there!
Don't move. Turn around against the wall right now.
Get up! I know that nowadays the media's into propaganda. I mean, how's it go? You pick a side, juggle the facts a little bit, decide who's got the most publicity, or who the public's gonna sympathize with. I don't see how that helps anybody.
Let me give you a piece of information, no strings attached. 3 hours after you arrested those guys at Boylan's apartment, their attorney called the ACLU. Something about their constitutional rights being taken advantage of.
Okay.
Is that all you have to say?
Alicia, if I personalized every situation I get into at work, I'd lose sleep at night.
And I don't want you personalizing anything. I just don't want you turning your back on your own community. You're a powerful role model. I just want to present that to the public.
Pittsburgh is no Detroit or Boston or LA. It's always been different.
Well, it's different because of people like you.
Boylan's apartment. There were pictures of Hitler everywhere. Swastikas, Nazi flags. And then I found his diary. There was a part that said, "Hang the black devils from the highest trees as an example to those who want to pollute the white race." I mean, he practically spelled out how he would kill Louis Brady.
That's why you're the perfect person to take these guys down. You're an African-American woman. You're smart, beautiful. You're in a position of power. You personify everything they hate. You're a hero, Lynn. One that's badly needed.
I just want you to know that I'm the one responsible for the flare. I gave the authorization. Given the circumstance, if we would have called the SWAT team, they would have had time to fortify and you'd picking up dead bodies instead of crossing your T's.
The flare is not the only point where you're vulnerable. These skinheads, as you call them, and their lawyer, are saying that the police planted the assault rifles in Boylan's apartment.
That's ridiculous.
And they've also got one hell of a good question.
Which is?
Why the guns were not found when Boylan was first arrested.
Because we weren't looking for guns, Dad. He was a suspect in a possible homicide.
I don't care how hot this gets. I don't want a race war in that apartment complex.
Lynn. Terry Boylan would like to see you.
What?
Just you and him in the interrogation room.
You'd be cool. You have some fun. But you'd be cool.
Party time. You wanted to see me?
Just thought maybe we could talk a little bit. Get to know one another.
What's on your mind, Boylan?
You know, you're pretty good looking for a jungle bunny. I bet you turn a lot of white heads. Here, why don't you take these cuffs off me? And we could do a little lap dancing.
Your alibi's not sticking. We already arrested a couple of your little buddies. They're gonna do some serious time themselves. So if you want to make a confession, I'm all yours. Otherwise, sorry. I already have a boyfriend.
You're just dying to hang Brady's murder on me, aren't you?
Actually, you're doing a good job of that yourself. You assaulted him twice. That shows intent. With all the graffiti and the stuff in your diary, that clearly shows motive.
You had your filthy black hands on my diary?
Every page. Especially like the part about preserve the anointed sanctity of the white race in this life and in the next. It's pretty heavy. You're a deep thinker. Maybe you could launch your own radio talk show from prison.
I got news for you, bitch. I didn't kill Louis Brady. And I can prove it.
I'm listening.
I was breaking into a toy store on the other side of town. An old Jewish woman on Green Street. She must have filed a police report.
What makes you think I'm gonna even bother following this up?
Oh, you've got to. See, you've desperately got to prove that you're better than me. 'Cause if you don't, I win.
Oh, look at there. This is beautiful. Thomas Litchfield had all these savings accounts with just minimal capital in them. They were just decoys.
Decoys.
And if I cross-check the Pittsburgh Savings and Loans files with $160,000 in losses from the pension fund and search for similar transactions within the same time frame, we come up with one Gary Malik.
And it was all done by wire transfer?
Exactly.
And let me guess, the big money transfers didn't occur until the day after Thomas Litchfield did or did not commit suicide.
Bingo.
Thanks.
Springer, you better take a look at this.
I'm at this location of racial unrest right now. While Terry Boylan remains in custody, Officer Lynn Stanton, the arresting officer on the case, has informed me that this is no simple murder case. Terrence Boylan is the leader of a white supremacist group whose plan of action is one of brutality against the minority communities in Pittsburgh. He says violence is the only message they understand and advocates hanging from the highest tree anyone who would pollute the white race. Although Officer Stanton is a hero for jailing the messenger, it's sad that she was not able to laugh away.
As soon as Stanton gets here, I want to see her.
From Madero Heights, I'm Alicia Cameron.
Can I help you?
Yes, are you Ella Mossenberg?
That's right.
We believe that you filed a report about 2 days ago in reference to a break-in and an assault.
The other policemen, they came already and talked to me.
Well, there are a few more questions we'd like to ask you.
The reason we're here is because we'd like you to come down to the station to look at a lineup. We believe one of the men could be responsible for what happened here.
Oh, I'm not so sure I even remember what he looked like. Yeah. My eyesight's not so good, you know.
Well, we'll drive you down and drive you right back. It won't take that long.
This is very important. Please?
Now we picked on that, though. Your signature here. Could you hold, please?
Take your time, Ella. It's important that you're sure.
No. No. None of those men look familiar.
Are you sure?
I may be old, but I'm not stupid.
You said something in the store about your eyesight being bad.
My eyesight is fine. I just don't recognize any of those men. Could you take me home now?
Yes.
You were looking for me.
Sam, yeah, have a seat. Do you want some coffee?
No, I don't want to socialize or nothing. These stations give me the creeps.
Is this the lucky piece that you were talking about?
That's Red's. Where did you get it?
We found it on a body in the river.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, Sam, but we need you to identify the body. Springer,
Yeah.
I need you to authorize a dual surveillance with the IRS.
Well, who do you want to run a surveillance on?
Gary Malik,
Never heard of him.
a.k.a. Thomas Litchfield.
Well, I'm impressed, but do you know how difficult it is to run an operation with the IRS?
Yes, I do, but I think I know an IRS agent I can convince to help us.
Help you do what?
This guy, Gary Malik,
Uh-huh.
has $100,000 in an account. I want to accidentally zero out that account.
See if he comes running.
Exactly. But this is not just about embezzlement anymore. Litchfield's car ran into a box, knocked a homeless guy into a river and killed him.
So now you're talking about wrongful death?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You just get Stoltz to go with you. Excuse me.
Thanks.
Hi. Are you Linda Bradshaw?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming down. I'm Detective Springer. Just come right this way.
Ladies, did you get Ella home okay?
She didn't even want us to walk her back to her apartment.
She's tough. That's what kept her alive. Lynn, Springer wants to talk to you.
Get you in.
I'll get back to you. Good enough.
What is this? You cheating on me now?
I'm not in the mood for jokes. You're not my favorite person right now. Are you aware that what you said to your big mouth reporter friend ended up blabbed all over the midday news?
Wait a minute. I don't have any friends that are reporters. And anything I said is not going to end up on the noonday news.
Well, you must have told him something. All right, because Boylan's lawyers now are arguing that by introducing the racial element to this case, we've damaged any kind of case we have against him. So now they're saying either charge him with a higher case or bump him on bail for what we got on right now.
Assault and resisting arrest.
And he'll be on the streets in about an hour.
Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
Ellen Mossenberg.
What about Ellen Mossenberg? She didn't ID him. She has nothing to do with this.
You're disappointing me. You taught me this. Just because she didn't ID him doesn't mean he wasn't there. Look, you know I want to put Boylan away. Bad. Right? I saw Ellen's face. She recognized him, Springer. Now, she may not have admitted it, but she recognized him.
Boylan's face was plastered all over the TV set 5 minutes before you got there.
So she may have seen him on TV. I guarantee it wasn't the first time. Springer, Ellen Mossenberg had a tattoo on her arm, big as day.
You mean she was in the camps?
I believe that Boylan assaulted her. And when she saw him on TV,
She saw he was a neo-Nazi.
when she realized that he was suspected for a crime larger than assaulting her, why not let him go up the river for something that's going to keep him in prison for the rest of his life?
I'm gonna have a chat with this Ellen Mossenberg.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meantime, I want you to keep her very far away from me.
What is she doing here?
Do you have a minute?
Can we go someplace more private? You got a lot of nerve showing up here.
What are you talking about?
Your little Live at Noon exclusive? You know you've jeopardized any case we might have against Boylan?
How did I do that?
Talking about the racial posters, the diaries, you know, all the stuff that I told you about in a casual conversation.
Okay. I still don't see where I've done anything wrong.
That stuff was not public knowledge, Alicia. Now it's not admissible as evidence.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, time out here. I cleared everything I said with my legal department. No one wants to see Boylan convicted more than I do.
The only thing your legal department is concerned about is covering its ass. You're the one that said, let's go beyond formality. Let's talk about role models. All you were doing was bait me to talk so you could get something newsworthy.
Aren't you forgetting about the most important thing?
What?
Bringing Louis Brady's killer to justice.
Let me tell you something. Convicting somebody in a court of public opinion doesn't make them guilty.
I've had more attention this week than I've had in the last 30 years.
I promise I won't take up too much of your time.
If you want me to look at any more people, you're going to have to wait. I'm too tired today.
I don't want you to look at any more people.
Good.
I'm more concerned with people you've seen already. There's some confusion as to whether you wear eyeglasses or not.
There's no confusion. My eyesight is fine.
So you saw the man who assaulted you?
Of course I did.
And he wasn't in the lineup you saw today?
If he was in the lineup, don't you think I would have told you? Don't you think I want him to pay for what he did to me?
Maybe you want him to pay more. Maybe you want him to pay so bad that he should go to jail for a crime he didn't do.
Or didn't do yet. Do you ever think about that? If you know that someone is going to turn out to be a monster, like a Hitler, and you have the chance to do something about it, what would you do? I don't even have to think about my answer.
Terry Boylan didn't kill your family, ma'am.
Maybe he did, in a way. When I looked into his eyes, they were just like the eyes of the SS in the camp. Cold, empty.
Ella, he's gonna go to jail. Maybe not for as long as you want, but he's gonna go. And in the end, it's just not gonna even out. Because I'm not gonna ever find out who killed Louis Brady. Thanks for your time.
Heads up, I think we got a live one.
Excuse me. Where do I deal with an account error?
All right, stay on your toes.
Hi, may I help you?
Are you in charge of new accounts?
Actually, the manager's out today, but I'm sure that I can help you.
You guys work as a team?
I'm the computer specialist.
Yeah, we're having a temporary problem with one of our systems.
I hope that explains my problem. I called in to transfer some funds to another account and my bank balance came up zero.
Well, perhaps you wrote a check that you forgot to register.
I think I would have remembered any check over $100,000. This is your mistake. You better fix it.
May I have your account number, please?
Yeah, 334 91 8 6 4 9.
If you can't remember the rest of the number, you can just give me your name.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Richie!
Ma'am, Pittsburgh police!
Stay away from me.
Okay, all right, just take it easy. Just don't do anything stupid, all right?
Just let her go, Litchfield. This is not worth it.
You're damn right it's not worth it. That money's mine.
Hey! Come on!
Got him?
Yeah.
Out of the car! Out of the car! Pittsburgh PD!
You're under arrest for the murder of Red Ravenson.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Talking about staging your own death. You killed a homeless man.
Christine, Terry Boylan's got an alibi that puts him someplace else at the time of Lewis's death. And it checks out.
That can't be.
We didn't want to believe it either. Unfortunately, our investigation's back to square one.
Is there anybody else that may have had reason to bring harm to Lewis?
Nobody else had a motive like that skinhead.
Tickets to Paris.
Yeah. I'm thinking of using it myself. Too many bad memories here.
Christine, this ticket's meant out to Lewis.
Yeah, the other one's around here somewhere.
Do you think you could find it for us?
Yeah, sure. Yes, of course. But I'm not...
Christine, do you know a woman named Linda Bradshaw?
She's one of Lewis's classmates.
You knew that Lewis was gonna take Linda to Paris and not you, didn't you?
It was supposed to be our trip. I put him through law school. Sometimes working 2 jobs. Just when he's about to graduate, he decides to go off to Paris to celebrate with some other woman. Do you have any idea how that made me feel?
What happened?
You were fighting. And I was running after him, hitting him with my fist. He turned around to stop me and I hit him, knocking him off his feet. His whole body went tumbling down the stairs.
Why did you blame it on Terry Boylan?
I didn't know what else to do. I looked up and I saw the swastika Terry had painted on the wall downstairs. Terry hated Lewis so much. And now Terry would go to prison. It just seemed right. I never meant to kill him. I'm so sorry.
Hey, look, are they going to give us some answers?
Officer, what's going on here? Why is this woman in handcuffs?
You're not an official.
Yeah, please! Does this have anything to do with Terry Boylan? Can you please tell us what's going on? Officer Stanton, anything? Officer Stanton!
Can you know the number? That will be 277699.
Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, it's $2.
Where's your camera? Don't you have a story to do?
My editor wants to hold off until tomorrow. He thinks we need to double check our facts, get the right story.
That's never stopped you before.
Look, I'm not looking for cooperation. I just need to know for myself, between you and me, off the record, what you were feeling when you arrested Christine.
You're amazing. This is my job. It's what I do. So it doesn't matter how I feel. Christina was wrong, she goes down. But you've got a choice. But it still doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how I feel, doesn't matter about Christine, Boylan, none of this. For you, it is all about the 6 o'clock news.
That's it. That's the story that needs to be told. From someone on the front line, someone who obviously cares.
Well, you can't have that story. That story's private.
No, Lynn. That story is too important to remain private.
That's where you're wrong. You are so used to feeding off of other people's misery that you don't know where to draw the line.
I'd still like to do the profile on you. When you change your mind, give me a call.